So you guys are now entering. I'll tell you this, man. This is pretty cool. I didn't realize it, that this year is the 30th year that Jeffrey Lurie has been in total control of the Philadelphia Eagles since he got it from Norman Brayman. His tenure has been what to you? I'll let you fill it in and not have me lead you around here with this one. Jeffrey Lurie, the owner of the Eagles, entering his 30th year, has been what? Regular season, Yale 233, 165, and 2. B minus or B plus A minus. Exemplary. 30 years he's owned the team. Fly says amazing. Best owner besides Bert Bell in our history. Bert Bell would end up going on and becoming, of course, the commissioner of the league before Pete Rozelle. And the Bert Bell Award MVP is also given out in his honor. Jeffrey Lurie's tenure has been stable, but underwhelming. One Super Bowl in 30 years is an underachievement. Has Jeffrey Lurie over or underachieved as owner? Has he over or underachieved? I'll say this to you. That 85 Bears team, completely underachieved. How could you be the greatest team of all time and win it once and that's it? Great season. It's kind of like when we talk about Jalen. Giants won more. Redskins won more. Niners clearly won more. I mean, Ed DeBartolo, in my opinion, the two best owners in the last 45 years, 3, have been the Steelers, the Rooneys, Ed DeBartolo, and Robert Kraft. Nobody's close. Jerry's got 3. Okay. They're his. But Eddie D's got 5. Kraft's got 6. The Steelers and the Rooneys have only had 3 coaches since 1969. Kansas City has 3 Super Bowls since 1968 or since 70. So the Hunts are in the room with Jerry Jones. They're not in the room with the Rooneys or DeBartolo or Kraft. They're triple you. So when you start talking about how good Jeffrey Lurie is, he's got 1 Super Bowl in 30 years. And I'm going to go through his record here. Has he over or underachieved as an owner? Tone thinks he's underachieved. I'm shocked. But I see it. 2 other appearances, 3 Super Bowls, 3 NFC titles. That's an achievement. He hired Andy. Lurie takes care of his players. Sure. Just think of it this way. Since 2000, we're 17 wins below 500 for all-time win percentage. No, since 2000. Oh, I see what you're saying. Since 2000, his record as owner is 233 wins, 165 and 2. That's 6th best in the NFL. That's 6th best, to put it in context. Appearance don't mean shit in the end. The victor writes history, not the losers. Wow. Tone. That's a strong opinion. He thinks Jeffrey Lurie's underachieved. Brought a winning culture. Okay, let me add to, and then we'll ask the question again. Has Jeffrey Lurie, since he's owned a team, this is his 30th year, over or underachieved? Let me read a little bit more here. Obviously, the crowning achievement is the 18 Super Bowl. 2017 season, they beat the Patriots and Tom Brady in that Super Bowl. One Super Bowl in 30 freaking years. Big Sills won. Eagles are one of 5 teams to go to 3 Super Bowls since 2004. In theory, if you add it up, he has had his football team in 25% of the NFC Conference Championship games since 2001. 17 times they've made the playoffs. As I said, 233, 165 and 2. Since 2000, that's the 6th best in the National Football League. 10 times they've won the NFC East since 2001. And his coaching hires. So I'll re-ask the question again. Has he over or underachieved? Greasy goes impressive. I don't know how that compares. It feels like they win a lot. Yell goes, okay, well, obviously it doesn't compare to New England. And since 2000, if I work 30 years at your company and only provide 1 year of real results, did I under or overachieve, Sills? If we had 3 in 30 years, I would be totally cool with it. That's an average of 1 every 10 years. Is that too much to ask? I don't know. Has your owner been a winner or not? In Eagle fans' eyes. I've never had to, you know what, Tone? We kind of stumbled on this in a way. But listening to Tone, I wonder if that's the consensus. Yeah, but Ronald goes like this, asks the Browns. Why would I compare the Eagles to the Browns? I'm comparing the Eagles to, well, how about this? Who have been the most successful team since 2000? Have you been more successful than Seattle? Seattle's got what? Got a Super Bowl win, been to 3 themselves, correct? Am I right when I say that? Is that where we are now? Comparing ourselves to the Browns? I don't think so. So do you think you've been more successful than Seattle? What? Holmgren got there, Carroll lost 1 and won 1. So I think they've been there 3 times like you, right? Jameson says the Eagles have been more successful. Well, really? They're 8-3 versus you since 2000. Even in head-to-head competition. Tone says the Eagles and the Seahawks are twins, just on different coasts. The Rams, let's look at that. Rams went to 2 Super Bowls with Kurt Warner, won 1, lost 1. Went to 2 Super Bowls with McVay, won 1, lost 1. They got 2 Super Bowl wins in 4 appearances. 2 different cities, too. I said since 2000, Greasy. Interesting. I'm gonna give you an opinion here. Has Jeffrey Lurie over or underachieved as owner of the Eagles? Let's take a look at the Bucks. Bucks won 2 Super Bowls since 2000. How about this? Have the Eagles been more successful than the Ravens? Ravens have 1 Super Bowl under Billick, 2000. They won another one with Harbaugh. They've got 2. It makes it even worse when you think about the stretch when they went 4 or 5 NFC title games in the Reed era and they got nothing. Okay. This is going to sound weird. In a city like Philly, 1 Super Bowl championship So you guys must think Andy Reid underachieved then in Philly. You think Andy Reid underachieved in Philly? No, because he didn't win one. Okay, let's do this. Patriots are obviously, let's rank them since 2000. Let's do this. I think you have to have a comparison here. Okay? Since 2000, the Patriots have been the model. And there's no getting around that. Who's been the second best franchise since 2000? Giants get 2 Super Bowls. The Giants have 2 Super Bowls. But you have more consistency of winning. What's more important to you? Being there or crossing the finish line? I think you got to determine. Seattle has 1. The Rams have 2. The Packers have 1 because Favre won it in 98. The Broncos have 3. I forgot about the Broncos. They got 1 with Manning. They went to the Super Bowl with Manning and lost. They won 2 in a row with John Elway. Those were in the 90s, though. Those were in the 90s. Those were in the 90s. Who's the second best franchise since 2000? My dad always taught me you can't just show up and expect to be patted on the back in the end. What did you do? Well, okay. Rams was 99. It was the 99 year? Okay. So then they lost 1. They lost 2 and won 1. Okay. They lost 2 and lost. Then they lost 2 and they lost 1 in 2000 then. And they lost the other one with McVay and won 1 with McVay. Patriots, Giants, Steelers. Where's the Eagles? Kansas City won what with Alex Smith? I don't remember them winning a Super Bowl with Alex Smith. Let me do this. Damn. Is the owner, did the Philadelphia Eagle owner under or overachieve in his 30 years of being the owner? Tone is emphatic. He's underachieved. Fans gave him a new stadium, which gave him the resources and the economics. Do you get all the great hires? So do you get credit for consistent winning? But then again, it's consistent winning to a point, not to the goal. This is a tough question because I like the owner. I do. I like the owner. I like him a lot. That just shows you how hard it is to win. Because there's levels of winning, aren't there? I think it's a great conversation about your owner. He's got one Super Bowl to his name. And some of you guys, hey, you talk to Tone and you talk to Xander, I don't give a shit about them losses. Those losses are like scarlet letters. Missed opportunities is what those guys, and they're right. If winning one Super Bowl was all we need to do, why are we still watching football? Why are we still showing up to these games? By the way, yeah, I know you like the owner too. I mean, we could always go, hey, Roland. Hey, Tone, you could always go back to Norman Brayman. You could always go back to Norman Brayman. Or you could have an owner like Michael Bidwell. Or Leonard Toads. You could always have a guy like that if you want. Who said he's... Oh, wait, look. Who said he's a bad owner? I simply said he underachieved. Can you have both? You're a really great owner, dude. But you haven't won enough. Wow. Look at Tone pulling the sills out. I wonder if he'll hold that same judgment on Jalen Hurts. If Jalen Hurts never wins a Super Bowl but has a great career. I'll say this to you. Here's what I'll do. Because I've got to be consistent here. Yeah, man. Even with all these great accolades here, look at this. Won the 2018 Super Bowl, 17 season. One of 5 teams to go to 3 Super Bowls since 2004. 25% of the ownership that he's had during his time since 2001. They've been in the NFC conference title game. 17 times they've made the playoffs. 233, 165, and 2 records since 2000, which is 6th best. 10 times they've won the NFC East championship since 2001. The coaching hires, numerous great players, and great civic pride for the team. At the end of the day, you're right. He has underachieved because those all sound like resume fillers. When at the end, you just know this. And like you guys say, for a city like Philadelphia, every one of you has to say that he has underachieved as an owner, even though you like him. And even though he's just consistently got your team there. I don't want to waffle. Because it's hard because you know what? I like the owner and the owner has done great things. But the owner has not won. He has not won like Kraft. He's not won like the Rooneys. They have not won like that. They have not won like even Steve Biscotti in Baltimore. Tone goes, no, it's not his fault they lost those games, but it's under his watch. Well, again, he's not responsible for the losses. He's accountable for them. Yeah. It's his team. This is his resume. His resume is one Super Bowl in 30 years. And it's a great conversation. You go like this. Ask Eagle fans. You've won one Super Bowl in 30 years under this guy. Is that good or bad? Hit the timeout. We're going to hit a timeout here. Hit the like button. Keep it here on the National Football Show.